I'm Nate McLaughlin.
And I'm Justin Driskell, and together we're Harrison Hill. Harrison Hill is the hill in Lovelady in which my grandfather lived. And right down that hill, which used to be my old house, ironically Nate moved into. They lived there for a few years. Of course, my grandpa lived in that house for forever, but when we were discussing a name, we kicked around a lot of stuff. I wrote something down like Nate McLaughlin and the Cowpokes. It finally came down to, why don't we just be called, where we're from, and on that hill. And so Harrison Hill just stuck.
I've known Justin, since I married into the family, we started playing together just when he would, come in, and when we'd get together and play in the loft and just kind of practice and just hang out, and then kind of started, turning into, hey, let's try to find some gigs around here. And we got one, and then one turned into two, and so it just kind of snowballed since then, and it's been good. We've been staying pretty busy with it.
He's married to my first cousin. They rodeo. I don't rodeo, but however, I know about all the countryside, especially the country music. But when he came down, I heard he could sing and play guitar. It was almost like, hey man, I play guitar and I can put some harmonies on your vocals and we can see where this goes. And together I think we have a really good sound, but ultimately, yeah, we're cousin-in-laws.
I think our first one was the El Jimador gig there in Crockett, yeah. We started there. That was kind of the OG, and then just the people that come, it seemed like somebody's came and it's turned into a private party, somebody having a throw together, and yeah, it's been one gig turned into another, and I think that's where it all started, kind of from down here.
Nate and I like to say we'll play for 1 or 100, doesn't matter. I think it's very important when you start up is you're not looking to play for everybody, you're just looking to play for somebody, So I work pest control, and I work during the week, Monday through Friday. And then most of the weekends, Friday and Saturdays, we're playing. Sometimes Thursdays, just because it works better for people who ask us to play, and we're down to bend as much as we can to get some of these shows in for some of these people. Yeah, we work all week and then we play on the weekends.
I actually grew up in the Panhandle in Mobeetie, 100 miles east of Amarillo, and married an East Texas girl, and so I got me a job in the oil field, and we moved down here, been here 9 years. The band I played with back home was trying to pursue it more and make it big, and that's when me and my wife found out we were pregnant with my oldest, and so pretty hard at times to juggle it, but especially got a full family life.
Forming a full band is definitely in the talks, and I'd say the works, but we've kind of kept it just he and I, just because of the gigs we get are low key, and we like that. We'd rather play something more toned down, I think, just because we're not really ready for a full band. It's doable, we just haven't decided to go with it yet.
When I moved to East Texas, I've been a part of 2 or 3 different little small bands. Started playing in high school, probably freshman, sophomore year. There was a band, FFA band, and kind of got me interested. So they taught me and showed me a few chords and took off from there.
When I was in school and college, I went for like music and business. When I got out of college, I was like, I'd rather be in front of a crowd playing, because there's no other thrill than like getting in front of a bunch of people. It really takes your mind off everything in the world, and you just you're very in that moment, and it's a good way to, I don't know, get away for a little bit, even though you're right there in front of everybody.
I wouldn't consider myself a polished songwriter, so I've got a few. He's working on a few. We've got a few that we've worked on.
I'm always trying to put something down on paper, and I've written a bunch of different things, but ultimately, he has the original song he wrote called Home Place, which we hope to debut as our first single.
I try to go through the set list before we play, just to kind of refresh my memory and kind of move my fingers around the guitar a little bit.
We hope to play a lot more shows in 2023, although we kind of played here and there in 2021. 2022 was really like, let's try to stick with it more and try to come up with a name, and we created a Facebook, but 2023 ought to be a bigger year for us. We may form a band, we may not. I'm hoping we at least get some tracks out under our name.
What's become of that so-and-so? Tell them I'm somewhere looking for you, but I won't